18 naked cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch.
Holy shit, that's not that kind of video. Anyways, right, this video here is a very simple video. It's probably gonna be a little longer than a regular video that would usually go over this, but this is just a breakdown how you max out a unit, right? Here we have this Rush Kaido, right? I call him Monster Truck Kaido, and I'm gonna teach you how to max out one of your units completely from 0 to 100. Now, I'm not telling you, right, that I'm going to max this guy out because I definitely don't have the resources. Completely max him out, right? So I'm gonna go over each of these buttons with you. So first, we got the easiest one. Level up EXP. This is the easiest one. The dude just gets levels and then you can upgrade him afterwards. You can see I'm 40k over. I'm using these doogie turtles. What you're gonna want to use probably is the lobsters. The lobsters usually get a lot of lobsters. But any XP item that's matching, right? Because these are strength turtles. This is strength Kaido, right? They give a tiny bonus. Not really tiny, it's actually kind of substantial. But it's a pretty good bonus for your character. Now that's evolve, super evolve. I'm gonna go after that later. But that's the basic thing right there, right? Level up. Now he's max level, he's ready to evolve. That's something for later. You see all these little buttons here, all this stuff. Ignore all that. We're going to level limit break. Now this is kind of the dupe system in this game. And as you see, I have 3 of these like dupe pages that you could use on this character. Now level limit break is what lets you go beyond level 70, or technically, let me pull up a unit that is already level 99. So this Uta, right? She has no limit breaks right here. As you can see, we can go from 105 to 150, and she caps out at 99 because I have no dupes in this Uta. But that's generally how the level limit break part works. Anyways, here's the unlocked powers. Unlocked powers are these bottom 5 sockets. These bottom 5 sockets are very important to a lot of content. So let me not go to my Odin actually, because he does not have his things set up properly. Let's go to my gear 5, right? Now in general, right, let me use one of these pages, but this is like my gear 5's loadout, right? It's not really important what they do right now. That's not what's really important, but just know that these give you small bonuses whilst you are playing the game and you are in the base game. Hopefully this pulls up the page. Okay, it did end up pulling out the page. But as you can see, we have plenty of these powers right here. We have plenty of these powers, right? Damage reduction, charge special, bind resistance, despair resistance, auto heal, recovery boost, slot rate boost, poison resistance, map damage resistance, and resilience. Now, generally, right, the whole left side is better than all of them on the right side except slot rate boost, which is really nice in some circumstances, but in general it's not really that useful. The only reason I run it on this gear 5 is because I know I'm going to run him as a captain. And in general, if you always run damage reduction, you're going to be able to stack it out if you have at least one 5-slot damage rate boost. And what I mean by stack it out, right? And this is really important when you're team building. Don't worry about what the bonuses do, like I said. But just know that those are extra bonuses you can get. As you can see, this is the active powers list, right? So from all their sockets, I have these bonuses, right? So at level 2 damage reduction, I have 5% damage reduction. At level 3 I would get 10, so having that at 15 would be nice. So if I'd max out this Kaido and give him damage reduction, I'd have that maxed out. Charge specials, pretty simple, simple. Reduces special charge time by the level. Bind resistance. This is really helpful right here. Bind resistance and despair resistance. These two are uber helpful to certain runs, and you will not probably be able to clear some stages without it. And then there's auto heal, slot rate boost. These are not like generally needed. Now here's resilience 5. I had this on my Odin because I thought this was good back when I started playing the game. That's actually my Odin's build when I started playing the game. You only need 5 for resilience, so that's actually pretty good. Hey, so anyways, I forgot to actually power up this Kaido unit, so let's do it together, right? Let me show you what you can do and what you can't do, right? I don't know if I mentioned this, but right, you can use dupes of the unit. Generally, you don't want to do this unless it's a free-to-play, like, farmable unit, and that's only if you're like down horrendous. But the way I usually do it, right? You see these forbidden tomes? You max them out. And the reason why you do that, right, is because if you put in less than 50, it randomizes what actual socket abilities you get, right? And if you put 50 in, you'll automatically get all of them. Now this will just let you choose who you want to pick. Now because I know this Kaido is a super OP boss leader, I'm giving him slot boost instead of any of these other boosts. Now you could do it like putting in 30 or putting in 20, just doing any of that. Anyways, right, that's pretty much everything for the power system, but I will tell you how to get these books. So in general, right, you're gonna get these books a lot from Kizuna Clash, and there's a bunch of other events that give these books out, like these special edition books, which are Odin's travel logs. Okay, right, so with these books, you can buy these other books, right, that are selective. These will only give you that certain power socket from Rayleigh's Bazaar, or you'll just get them in general. So those are nice. Anyways, right, so here is the special level. As you can see, the level is level 1, right, max level 6. Now all this does is it reduces the special charge time, and you'll get different books of these. Now you could use dupes to level up the special, which is generally nice, but usually, at least with Super Sugo Fest characters, you're probably not going to get a dupe really fast. So most of the time you want to use these manuals that you get every day from the quest category or the event category. You'll be able to level up your characters. You see he's level 3 now. They're not 100% chance unless you're using these other books. Where are they? Yeah, right here. These almighty versions, I think that's what they're called. Absolute Sugo Rare STR manuals. Now I just realized that I have these 5-star these 5-star manuals that you could actually use on Super Sugo Fest characters, which is pretty sick. So I can max out my Kaido real quick. So as you know, his special level was at 21. Hey, looks like I forgot to mention another thing. Wow, look at Rambo Cabbage being so rememberable. Alright, real quick, right? Let me find a unit that is a red that I don't level up. I actually got the perfect example right here. The biggest disappointment. The biggest frauds, right? If not the biggest frauds of 2023. We got Fuji and Kizu. That's their name. 100%, right? So something I forgot to mention. So in these manuals, right, they all use like generally different manuals. So these are little Sugo Rare manuals, right? So they have the little red poster next to their name, or next to the thing, right? Next to their shits. Then you got Shinobu over here, which is a free character, by the way, so I picked Shinobu. Wow, I picked Shinobu. Anyways, right? You get these little other posters that are for rares, and here we got the little yellow, the silver, and the poo-poo brown. No, the poo-poo brown, if you're leveling up poo-poo brown characters, it says not 2014 when this game came out? It's not 2014. Okay, I didn't even play back then. Dog, I started playing in like 2021, 2022. But, like I said, just don't do that. You tripping. Also, if I forgot to mention it or I forgot to show it, these events right here, the quick manual acquirement quests, these are really easy. Just do them every day. And because the special level was at 21, and we know we just added 5 special levels, it should be down to 16. Yep, right there, 16. Now you can get that even lower with this limit break button down here, but we're not there yet. So slow down, man, slow down. Here we got Cotton Candy. Now this is basically, if you ever played Dokkan Battle, these are hidden potential orbs, right? Now, as you can see, I can get up to some bonus stats, right? 116 HP, 136 attack, and 130 RCV, which is just recovery, which sometimes is handy, but most of the time It's just to eat meat orbs and just get a tiny little bonus. The RCV is actually not that important, but you probably want to do it anyways. And here's required berries. That's a lot of berries for this. It's 3 million berries, but I'm already like capped out on berries. Now, if you need berries, right? There are captains that happily give you berries. Happily? They're captain abilities. They give you more berries. Cause like I'm at like 1 billion or something. I don't know. I ain't counting that high. You got this gold Tesoro, which is 6+. You could probably use the regular version. You see, doubles the amount of berries earned. But the character you're probably going to have maybe is Komurasaki. And obviously I think there's another character that does give out berries, but these are the only two I can think of straight up. Right out the dome, right? That actually do have that captain ability. Now you don't even need that. If you just farm the berry cave and you have a friend or something give you the Komurasaki, even just as a double reward, you'll get a lot of berries that way. Moving on, right? Well guys, looks like Rambo Cabbage forgot something again. Wow. It's really starting to become a trend, right? So anyways, right? This is the Pirate Rumble Gather Island that you get from playing enough Pirate Rumble against these little bots over here, right? You go to single match. Shut up, Nami. I know it's Bloxy. I know I haven't played Rumble, okay? Leave me alone. Single match right here, right? Give it a second. Come on. Are you serious? Okay, so now that I'm here, right? These events all look really easy. I should probably do them real fast. But you'll have these very easy single player missions. Damn, there's a lot of missions. Okay, right here. These missions specifically. They're like arc missions, I guess you could call them. Like based off the arcs, like here we got Buggy, Arlong. So after you clear enough of these, right? You start unlocking facilities in this Gather Island area. And the way you level, the reason this is important, right? Not the way you level up. The reason this is important is because this is how you get more stats out of your cotton candy, because you'll see people with more stats on their cotton candy. You level up these shrines right here by using these tickets, and then you have to get to a higher Pirate Rumble rank in order to be able to level up past a certain amount. Now, playing Rumble every season is what will let you do this very easily. Now, obviously, I haven't upgraded these because, you know, I'm a gem treer. We upgrade the gem tree because we're trying to get some gems. I do not recommend doing this, like just going straight for the gem tree, because like, look, 20k tickets, like god damn, I ain't gonna have that much money, especially because you also have to be a certain league. So that's it. Moving on, we have support effects, right? Now these are only unlocked after you evolve. So as you can see here, this is what the support does on these characters, right? So Big Mom, Jack, King, Orochi, and Queen. So basically the 3 calamities, Big Mom, and Orochi. They'll all get a 18% base of this character's base attack, right? So his base attack is 1170 non-evolved, right? You get 18% of that, which does sound small, but these little bonuses can come in handy, especially if you don't really level limit break your characters, which I know I didn't whenever I started playing this game, and they had a lot of that stuff added to the game. Now, that's what the support does, but to level it up, you use these little pages right here, right? These little proofs of friendships, proof of friendship, strong ties, and proof of friendship, ultimate bond. Now, this one right here is the Dookie level upper. You'll barely get anything from this, right? But you'll get a lot of them, and you get these from Kizuna Clash, right? You get a lot of these. And then these medium ones, right? It's a little bit higher chance. I think it's like 20-30%. That's what it feels like anyways. I don't know the actual number, but these ultimate bonds are guaranteed level ups. Now you will get a lot of them if you play Kizuna Clash, so don't really worry too much about the support effects unless they're like really crazy, which I'll show you one right now. Let's go to Luffy real quick. So some crazy ones, right, are this Sanji. He's not really that hard to get. He's just a rare recruit, right? Removes 2 turns of despair and paralysis if you get infected with it. And then there's this Brook right here. When you use your special, get 60% damage reduction. Now obviously you're not going to have this many supports when you're starting out, but as you build up your box, all of these will be super nice to have in the future. Now, that's kind of the main reason I don't put a lot of supports on my teams, because I feel like people don't have them if they're looking up teams. Because usually, as you get more supports, you become better at the game, and you can make your own teams, and you can crush them all. Now, it's obviously only a certain set of people, so that's the only reason I say that. Now, I'm not going to max out this Kaido support, because his support is kind of ass. Yeah, in the story. And then here's potential hidden abilities, right? Something like that. That's what these 3 bars right here are. Now you can see they are locked, and those are hidden behind the limit break system, which I'll explain later. But all you need to know is about these tablets. Now when you get a dupe, it's basically a free version of any of these 3 tablets. That's why you always level up your rush, your tandem, and your final taps. You always level them up with the dupes instead of leveling up in any of these. But as you can see, I have these tablets where I can level up their hidden potential abilities. Oh, scroll too far. Now these gray ones are only a chance of upgrading. I don't know what the chance is, maybe 50, maybe 30%, but they're usually not going to hit it the first time. Now these rush tablets, they're gold, right? They're very rare. And you can use them to level up Rush, and obviously I can't see the Rush mechanic yet because he's not evolved. So you get those potential hidden tablets from Treasure Map most of the time, right? You get these from Treasure Map, which is these game modes over here, right? This one, Kizuna and Treasure Map. Level limit break posters you'll usually get from PKA, just saying. In case I didn't mention that. Now, Rumble special abilities, right? This isn't really that important on PvE units, like free-to-play units basically. Most free-to-play units are complete doo-doo in PvP. Now this Kaido is actually pretty good in PvP, at least half decent. He's very nice for strength teams, especially because my strength teams are absolute dookie. As you can see here, he's level 1 in these Rumble abilities, which is basically like a Rumble crewmate passive. So like it's a passive for your whole team, and Rumble special is like their special but in Rumble. Now it's not important what he does, right? Just know that these all have levels, especially his Grand Party abilities, right? From 1 to 5 you get big bonuses, right? 2700 damage to 3000 damage or 3500 damage, which doesn't sound like a lot, but you have to realize that this targets every enemy just for free, like you're just getting this. Now obviously this guy is not the best Grand Party ability leader, so I would not recommend leveling him up. Always, if you have this guy, upgrade him. Oh, moreover upgrade the 6+, but his Grand Party ability is literally just broken. I don't understand why they make Gear 5 broken. Anyways, right, you level them up using these flags. You get a lot of them from Rayleigh's Bazaar, and then you get a lot of them from Pyro Rumble itself. Now, whether you think Pyro Rumble is important or not is up to you. I wouldn't recommend leveling up Rumble special abilities unless you're making a specific team for a Rumble team. Otherwise, just keep your flags, right? Keep your flags until you have units that you want to level up. Evolve and Super Evolve. This is another one of the most basic functionalities of OPTC. As you see, we have these materials here, which I have a lot of. But you can do the evolver stages that this game has, right, in the event page, which I can show you right now. But these evolvers are not that hard to get, so don't really stress too much about, you know, using them all. I haven't even cleared all of these. That's how you could tell they're not that bad. The Dragon Sanctuary, if you don't have Rainbow Dragons, right, don't pay full price for the Rainbow Dragons in the Rayleigh Bazaar, because they will scam you eventually, right? Don't spend too much time there is what I'm trying to say. As you see, we got all these stages for evolvers, and I haven't even done them, and they're very generous with these evolvers if you play the game enough, right? No, that's because I played a lot of story mode, and they give you a lot of evolvers so you can level up your characters. Now the rainbow ones are usually the more rare varieties, but as long as you buy the discounted ones from the Rayleigh Bazaar, if you have enough Rayleigh Bazaar points, of course, you should be able to easily evolve your character. And look, ultra super rare, oh my god. Close that mouth, Kaido. And as you can see, once we evolve, we can power him up again. So I'm gonna use all these lobsters. And when it's red, that means you don't Don't give him that much. Big boy hungry. Now you have to give him a little bit extra. Have to give him a little bit extra because he's not going to be fully level 99. He's going to be level 98. Now your characters don't actually gain XP when you clear events, which I probably should have mentioned. And as you can see, after I maxed out my character level limit break, this just pops up on your screen, which is good because you're going to want to limit break your character as soon as you're done leveling them up, if you have the materials, of course. Now this is how you're going to unlock these 3 slots, right? These power sockets unlock once you evolve, and then these 3 slots up here you're going to get after you limit break. Now, as you see, this rush button is faded out. That means it's locked, right? Which is why this one's locked. This is what a lot of people don't do, and this is what pisses me off when they pull the new unit and they don't actually get the rush mechanic. You know, they use them like that. As you see, at level 5 the rush gets super buku OP, but that's not important. I'm not talking about the rush mechanic today. I'm talking about how you get the rush mechanic. Limit break, right? Now limit break is kind of like a thing that you do after you do a couple of treasure maps, because you won't have enough materials otherwise. You'll have these training drinks, right, that you could use to just auto level up their little meters right here. Now if you are an East Blue god, you could probably level up these nodes, right, through just playing East Blue and just throwing them on the team. Now I wouldn't recommend that because you're gonna get less points. But anyways, right, you'll get those training potions every time you clear treasure map, like every time you clear a stage. And as you can see, there's a bunch of nodes that give a bunch of stats, right? So we're gonna go from 5,000 HP to 5,600 HP. So that's a whole 600 HP we're gaining. Attack gain, we're gonna get a whole 150. Attack gain, not 150, 100, 200. I can't math. Anyways. Recovery gain, we get a bonus 100, special charge time goes down to 15, very nice. And as you see, we get a crewmate ability, so this is like a little mini passive. Boost powerhouse characters base stats by 150, and then if you hit a person with the Wano slot and there's an increased damage taken effect, you get more of that, which is cool. Now you only get these if he's the crewmate and not the captain, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if you're ever gonna use this guy not as the captain. And then you unlock your potential abilities, and for a small fee of these materials, obviously. All these materials you just randomly get from treasure map. You can also buy them from the treasure map store, but I would not recommend that unless you just really have to get the upgrade. Unless you're stacked on treasure map points like me, then you can just do whatever you want. Who cares? And that's it. He's maxed. Yippee! Except the support and the level limit break. But I ain't got dupes for this guy, and I have 3 posters. I have 3 of these little posters, man. Alright, so there are a few little happy exceptions, right, to the 6+ or the 6 rule, right, 6-star rule when you evolve them. Now this Kaido is a 6-star because he came out recently, and he did not 6+ on release. So here we have Gear 5 Luffy, right? Now obviously this guy is very hype. You know, he's amazing. So they decided to give him a 6+. And you may be wondering, how do you get the 6+, Mr. Rambo Cabbage? Listen, it's simple enough, right? You get those skulls, which from wherever they're from, most of them will be in the Kizuna Clash store. Alright, like I said, most of these skulls are from Kizuna Clash, right? As you can see, we have the new ace here. We got Yamato, this free-to-play one, Warko, Carrot. Oh, these are on sale. It's actually kind of dope. I kind of should buy some of these. But as you see right here, the Gear 5 skull. For a small price of 40 Kizuna insignias, you can upgrade them. And I may be wondering, cool. So I'm not gonna 6+ him here because I'm gonna show you with the Uta later. But he'll go to 6+, which isn't for at least these types of units, right? Most of the time 6+ is a direct upgrade. This Luffy is actually a different unit. That's why he's 6+. Now to de-evolve him, it'll cost you some materials, but unless you really want that, like to downgrade, right, basically, like to downgrade to this unit, right, it's perfectly fine. You could do that. Just know that if you ever do de-evolve, it will cost the same amount of skulls, so I'd be careful around that button. Now let's talk about a character like Uta. Now there is such things as 6+, 6+. This Uta right here is a great example. As you can see, I have 435 of these skulls. Now you're not gonna have this many because these were only here around here when the Uta celebration came out, because people did not like her original 6+. This is where 6+, 6+s came from, right? So as you can see, we have like Tato Musica Uta with the Demon King behind her. Now if you didn't watch Film Red, you know, shit, Uta, she be like, Ota. Okay, no. Right. So she turns into this version, right? Uta, Demon King calling song, and then you can evolve again, right? Into 6+, 6+ Uta, which is quick Uta, right? This character is one of the best units in the game. I mean, so is the int one, Cerebral Striker. It's just that she gets her buffs a lot easier. Her, what's it called? Her plus thing, whatever the hell it's called. The thing that buffs your unit. Hold on, where is it? Where is she? Alright, so that's 6+, 6+. Get the, I mean, arguably the strongest version of the character, but I really like the Cerebral Striker variant. Now you may be asking, Rambo Cabbage, why'd you waste your skull? You just told me they were so easy to get. Like I said, they gave us 999 of those skulls, or 500, something like that, because people did not like the original Uta. As you can see, there's 3 of these Utas that are all the same characters. This is a different Uta, by the way, and this is a free-to-play Uta. But these are all three of these characters are the same legend, and they all play differently. Oh, except these 2, I guess, but even those 2 play differently. But like I had said, 6+, 6+s. They some fucked up shit for real. Anyways, I think that's it for this video. This is a little bit of different change of pace. Now the only reason I made this video is because like OPTC guides be like 9 million years old, and like I want to try to make this a little bit easier to understand, and I am recording this at night. That's why I'm not trying to like yell or anything and like wake up my family, because like low-key they might beat my ass, no cap. Not literally but figuratively, you know. They'll call me a big giant monkey, and then they'll throw like bananas at me. We have a lot of bananas, by the way. And then, you know, I may or may not be the end. I mean, I may or may not be game ended by my family. You know, low-key, like that could happen. You know, my dad just barges through the room right now and I just fucking explode and then I die. Cause my dad be like The Rock, you know how he did the little eye movement thing? Yeah, that's it. Anyways, enough of that rambling and yapping. That's been it, right? Yeah, that's been it. As you can see, just a quick another example of that 6+ thing. Here we have this Yamato. This Yamato, right? Yippee, Yamato. And that Yamato evolves into this Yamato. Yippee! And they both play differently, because the other ones, this one's a driven and this one's a free spirit. Yippee! Alright, that's it for the rest of the video though, for real stuff. Stay evil, my evil spellcasters. Me, oh, shwam, yes,